I want you to meet Tiffany.
Hi, everybody.
Tiffany is in disguise, okay? Not because... Tiffany, why are you in disguise? You tell him.
I'm in disguise because I don't want my husband to know that I'm on the show.
Okay, that's perfectly all right. She has been using a love potion. I kid you not, that we recently showed on our show entitled How to Spice Up Your Marriage. Now, take a look at that show. Is it possible that this small vial can jumpstart your love life?
This is a cosmetic fragrance additive that promotes sexual attractiveness in women. Well, what has happened is the couples that have been using it in our experiments say that it's increased the romance in their relationships. It does not work for everybody.
How does it work?
You pour the entire contents into 2 to 4 ounces of your fragrance. It will last 4 to 6 months. Once a day, or once every other day, you take your fragrance, which now has this in it, turn it upside down and put a little bit right here, a little bit here, a little bit there, and on your wrist.
We do this without the man knowing. I can't believe that something like that would work. Well, I even got Carl involved in this show. Let's take a look. Okay, now let's see if this is going to work. Carl! Carl!
Under your nose.
Nothing. Oh, no, it's just a new perfume. Okay, Tiffany. As I said, we sent out the signal. We don't know if it works. You tried the love potion.
Yes, I did. Definitely, Sally. And
when did you send for it?
I sent for it that same day.
Now, this doesn't work.
It works, Sally. What happened was around Valentine's Day. So I said to my husband when he came in that evening, I said, I know what you can get me for Valentine's Day. He's, so he's like the type that doesn't want to go shopping and doesn't want to do. So he says, fine, whatever. So I said, it's $98.50. He's like, yeah, okay.
$98.
50 cents.
And she wasn't sure it was going to work, right?
So, he wrote out the check. I told him, I said, it's a special perfume. I've always wanted this and everything. So we wrote out the check, and it took about 2 weeks to get there. And from the first day, I was so, I even called him and asked him. It said not to put it into a spray bottle to dab it on. So I called Winifred and I'm like, I have only spray bottles of perfume. So she says, well, take the spray off and just put it in the liquid and use it there. And from that day on, well, the first day it was, I was like, okay. About the second or third day, it was unbelievable.
What happened? What is unbelievable? Well, please, I have to find out. This is my job to find out. You're going like this. Come on now.
We don't get me wrong. We have a normal sex life, like I'm sure most married couples do.
Well, you're in disguise. You can say anything.
Yeah, sure. But we do. We have a normal sex life like other couples. But you want to spice it up a little bit. So, and he's like sort of reserved and very, he's not the most romantic guy in the world. He's the sweetest guy. I love him and all that, but he's not romantic. So I started wearing this thing, and one afternoon about 4 o'clock in the he comes home early from work, by the way, one afternoon, and he's like, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he comes in. The kids are still up, needless to say, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he goes, let's take a shower together, looking around to see who he's talking about, because so many times.
Really?
There have been I've suggested that in the past, and he's like, take a shower together, why? He's just not his thing. He thinks those things are kinky,
But he wasn't smelling this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
But I put it on in the, I put it on in the mornings, and, and I guess it stays with you. It really does, though. It's sort of, it's like a cumulative type thing. It stays, he's always, Sally, we have sex.
So how many weeks has this been going on?
Well, I received it about, I'd say the end of February.
Are you sure you don't work for the company?
I definitely don't.
What else? Do you believe her?
No, I don't work for the company.
Why not?
Honestly, I don't work for the company. No one has ever paid me anything to do
But you're having a heck of a sex life.
Oh, God, yes. I have dark circles under my eyes. I don't
Do you think it's all in your mind?
No.
You don't think this is all in your mind, that you put this perfume under your nose, your ear?
It's not a perfume. It's female hormones. They isolated female, pheromones. And it's basically, it's what attracts people to each other normally.
How do you know it's just your husband who'll come after you?
Oh, it isn't.
It isn't?
It's just your husband.
Oh, are there things you'd like to tell me?
Like, you're on the train. I live here in New York City, and, the trains are not the most sociable places. Everybody, it's not, we're all friendly together. You're sitting on the train, and you're basically minding your own business. And if a man sits next to me, I'll notice he'll start either a conversation. Nothing, he doesn't, no one gets out of hand or anything. but he'll start a conversation with me, or there'll just be something that you can tell. I mean, people are just total strangers. We're sitting next to each other, and they'll say, "Oh, so on your way to work, huh?" Like,
how many orders do I have for... Aha, okay. Now you're converted, right?
Well, you're a pretty lady. Don't you think they're attracted to you because you're a beautiful woman and not because of this fragrance?
Well, I think this enhances it. I think this really does enhance it. Understand, this is not, I mean, if you have a horrible marriage or you're in a horrible relationship, you know, I think you probably need other avenues, you have to explore other avenues. But this is just to spice up a relationship that you're...
he does not know that you've got this potion.
He knows I have perfume. He knows he's bought
But
me
he
a
does
specific
not know there's a magic potion.
No, he doesn't.
Good.
No, he does not.
When we come back, this woman says that when a former celebrity came on our show and shared a secret in her past, this saved her life. Stay with us.